this is a little bit backwards, but we're not doing complete builds. We're just, you know, I'm throwing on a couple panels and then, oh, hey, well, let's do this and let's do that. And you get more and more carried away, where pretty soon you're going, geez, we should have just pretended we were doing a complete build. Well, I've discovered there's always a right way and a wrong way to do everything. Just say, for instance, you put in the wrong trunk drop-off. Not saying I did, saying it could happen. Then you would have to air chisel the one out and press a different one, the correct one, and slip it back in, which can be a bit of a chore. It doesn't take that long once you realize what may or may not have happened. Oh my, this one fits. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna hole punch the inside of that. Yes. So I can weld it on the inside, less grinding. Okay. Oh my, look at that. Vice grips. Oh boy, does that ever fit nice. And I don't have to use any golf words. I don't have to beat the crap out of it. It's just fits like it was made to go in there. I'm not going to get into the gory details of what the heck happened. Suffice to say that I'm not much of a car guy, but I might have picked up on the labeling differences. I put in a trunk drop-off for a 68 to 70 Dodge B-body. Apparently, this is a Plymouth B-body. And yeah, it is. So there's some subtle differences. And it's probably unwise for me to explain that. But you know, I never claimed to be a super duper car guy. I just really like building cars. And now it's going to go much better. So I've got to crawl up inside, make sure that I've got my heights right on the floor, and then I'll vice grip it, and then I can run my feet from inside, and then this quarter will be good. I had, you know, problems with things were bent and out of shape, and I fixed them. And of course, when things are body mangled a bit, you start to if something doesn't fit right, you think it's from being body mangled. When in fact, it might be something totally different. I really shouldn't have admitted to this, I suppose. What the hell? Ah. Okay. All good, except for the front. Couple inches. So I'm going to get some tacks on there where it's wonderful. All right. Oop. Yes, there we go. Yes. Okay, well, my So that. Yes. Just double check that it's looking right from above. Yeah. Yep. I guess I better do one at the back. I've got to make sure that this is all coming back where it belongs. Yeah, okay. Just like an inch of an inch. Oh, okay. I bet you that does it. Yes. Cool. I need a hammer. Okay, basically it's welded in. I'm going to go up top, weld a couple of spots that are still open. Then I'm going to lower the car down, and then I'll let you see. I've got to drill spot welds along the edge of the trunk. Finish that off. And then maybe get my butt over to the other freaking quarter. Got to fit the tail light too. That could take some time. Here's a nice little rocker replacement. I don't know why it's just in one area. I'm going to cut into it. See what we got. We got a piece wheeled out already. It's really only one curve. It's very slight the other way. But I will plug in my shears, trim this down to size roughly, and then we're going to zip cut a hole and see what we got. You can tell by the way this cuts, the metal's in pretty good shape. So the obvious question is, how come? Why did this one spot decide to rust? I mean, let's have a look inside. Inside looks great. Look at that. Still got galvanized on it. I mean, this metal's excellent. Let's look at the back side. Yeah. This is in really good shape. So, we're going to cut out a new piece and weld it in. I'm due for a win. a little bit. Cool. And a little off the bottom. Okay, might have to put a little more curve in it. Yep. Oop, this way. Yes. That's not bad. Okay, I'll trim it a bit, and then I'll go put a little more curve in it. Which would have been way easier before I trimmed it, but I'm not scared. Okay, I'll get a hammer and beat on this on the anvil. I just stick it on the anvil and I hammer it flat, and that squishes it in the center, which stretches it out round. Not enough though, I see. And I've cut it so I can just weld right on these corners, and then it's really easy to grind it. Wow, I'm actually kind of close. I'm going to grind that to fit and see how it looks. There we go. And the hair off the top. Oh, almost. Okay, I gotta hit this with the galvanized spray. I gotta find it, so I'll be back in a few minutes, and then we'll, yeah, that drops in nice. I'll do some final tappage to make it so I'm real happy. All right, primer is dry. Now, let's see if I can get this in there and metal finish it nicely. I'm digging that. Yes, I am. Gotta crank up my welder. Yep. Okay. Let's do this again. I've sort of been playing catch up today, so I ran around, finished a few plug welds I'd missed, and made some little pieces at the front tunnel. Stuff that I didn't get the first time around because I was just trying to move ahead. Putting the e-brake cable bracket on the floor pan. Things like that. It all takes time. And you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself or you start forgetting stuff. Okay. This is a little bit backwards, but we're not doing complete builds. We're just, you know, I'm throwing on a couple panels and then, oh, hey, well, let's do this and let's do that. And you get more and more carried away where pretty soon you're going, geez, we should have just pretended we were doing a complete build. Okay. Yeah, there's a happy little patch. Done. Didn't take too long. Yeah, right on. I am going to start on this corridor and it's going to go so much better. Right now I want to find my spot welds. Should have used a torch and a wire brush. Oh well. Okay, I'm going to zip cut. I'll pop these with the air chisel later. But right now I'm going to start by running the zip cut around the edges. Okay, we'll try this again. Covering up this window. The window's completely seized up, so I can't roll it down and take it out. So I'm going to cut off the outer quarter, and then I can get the window out easier. And carry on. Perfect. This one's not bad. Okay, I guess I better hold this up. Okay, we'll do the drop off probably afterwards. This is pretty good, but does have some issues here and here. So I've got to finish popping all this stuff off and see what's left. And see if I can find an outer panel for this side. I mean, it's pretty good. Still paint in there. But we'll see. I'll have to blast it a bit. This regulator's kind of seized up. I'm going to spray it with cat's ass. You know, this has been getting rained on for years and years, so now it's easy for me to take this quarter glass out because I don't want to scratch it up, mess it up. So I'm going to stop, remove the rear window, and then once that's out, I'll start chiseling, zipping, whatever it takes. Find out exactly what I've got here. So we don't have any more outer wheel hoses. So I gotta build this. That's gonna cost me a few hours. So I'm gonna start by cutting this one off straight down the original lip. And hopefully I'll still have my distance to make this a little bit quicker. All right. So I don't have to, I'm going to do section by section. It was a real pain. But without having a new one, this lip is good enough. Normally you don't have a pattern. So I'm going to use this as the pattern, and I'll take a section and I'll weld it in. Then I'll do the next section, bit by bit. It's a real pain. There's so little time left. Cassidy's getting the Chevelle ready. I've got to finish this quarter. Fenders, got the GTO. We have to assemble a couple more. So, feeling the pressure a little bit, I would say. Maybe I'll start up here. I can go over to the new quarter and make the whole thing like I did before, because I have that pattern. But I think I'll do this one here because I have the original shape still. I'm not sure exactly what's right, but I'll try it this way. Okay, I'm going to finish chiseling off so I can put the quarter on. This again has been repaired. I think it should be out here. And when I cut it, things moved in a bit. So I'm going to lift this up, pop off the bottoms, and get this ready to fit a new quarter. I'm trying not to cut through the base metal. Just a little bit on there. See if I can get this down where it belongs. Yeah. So, I just got to get it into place a little more. Then I can do a final mark. I mean, this fits good. As I thought, the original, I have a measurement here. And the repaired quarter that I went to take off was a bit shy. So this has no problem. I can put that out so it matches all the other cars around here. I measured a few others before I did that side. And this inner was in too far. Again, it's been repaired. So right now I'm just trying to make sure that I've got it in the right spot. And I know that when I rebuild this inner now, I'm going to rebuild it out farther than the one that was in there. Not by much, 3/8, half an inch maybe. But to know that, I want to finish fitting this. So again, I'm going to take this off one more time, do a couple more trims, get as accurate as I can. Yeah, and then I can flip it back on and it should drop right into place. I mean, I gotta pull this in too down below. It never just falls into place. Anyhow, this side is going much better than the other side. Going to make a few marks and then lift it off and trim it, and then we'll come back and snap it back on. Yeah, a little tight there, but I've only just begun. Yeah, you can see a ridge here, right along there. It looks like that was pushed in. This point and this point look good, and they should be out here. So that's what I'm seeing right there. If I had another one of these, I'd be sure of that, but we don't, and that's all right. Okay. That falls on a lot better. Yeah. Way cool. I'm gonna get a light so I can see in here. And I can mark it a lot closer to where it's supposed to be, but I'm real happy with this. Good. Oh, yes, I gotta clamp the bottom and pull it in. Well, that's a lot better. Now I've got to adjust the door in. I've got to melt out lead at that bottom seam. I forgot to. But I'm real happy up here. Yeah. It's all good. So I'm going to mark the top cut so I can take it off. Because I still have to sand the inside of this, I gotta sand the car, I gotta get rid of the rust, melt some lead out. I mean, the toughest part is making sure it's gonna fit. That is accomplished. Like, I'm real happy. Way better on the other side. So now I'll just do my final bits of marking so that I can take it off and I'll be stress-free.